Hello dear students, today I will discuss part 4 of Unit 4 Chemical Kinetics. This is the last part of this chapter. After studying this part, you will be able to know about Arrhenius equation. This is the most important topic of this chapter. One numericals based on Arrhenius equation come in the board examinations. Then you will be able to know about the action of catalyst and its effect on the rate of reaction. Then theories of reaction rate. Here two theory you have to know. First, collision theory, and second, activated complex theory. Then you will be able to know about the diagram showing molecules having proper and improper orientation. Then graphical representation of exothermic and endothermic reactions. Then questions based on above topic to understand the concept in better possible way. Here some log values are also given. This you have to know to solve the questions based on log. The value of log 2 is equal to 0.301, log 3 0.477, 0.4, log 4 equal to 0.602, log 5 0.699, log 6 value 0.778, log 7 value 0.845, the value of log 1 0, the value of log 10 1, the value of 100 equal to 2. So this log value you have to learn to solve the questions which are including the log. Now let us start the most important topic, that is Arrhenius equation. So the temperature dependence of the rate of a chemical reaction can be accurately explained by Arrhenius equation. That is how the rate constant depend upon the temperature. This can be given by Arrhenius. It was first proposed by Dutch chemist J.H. van 't Hoff, but Swedish chemist Arrhenius provided its physical justification and interpretation in the form of a formula given as K equal to A e की power minus Ea by RT. This is exponential form of Arrhenius equation. On taking the logarithm, this formula become ln K equal to minus Ea by RT plus ln A. Now taking the log base 10, this formula become like this: log K equal to log A minus Ea by 3.30 RT. This formula you have to use in the board examination to solve the numerical problem. Now A is Arrhenius factor. This is also known as frequency factor or pre-exponential factor. Unit of A is same as the rate constant K, that is for first order reaction. Its unit is second inverse or time inverse. Hence it is also known as frequency factor. Then the factor e की पावर minus Ea by RT is also known as Boltzmann factor. This corresponds to the fraction of total molecules that have kinetic energy equal to or greater than Ea. Here Ea is activation energy. K is equal to rate constant and R is equal to universal gas constant. This you have know. So here R is again universal gas constant, that's value is 8.314 joule per Kelvin per mole. About the R, you have learned in ideal gas equation PV equal to nRT. So again R is universal gas constant. Now graphical representation of ln K minus Ea by RT plus natural log A. This graph can be used to calculate the activation energy. So here plot between the natural log K and 1 by T are drawn. Here the slope is minus Ea by R. This is negative. That's why graph drawn like this. This graph contains intercept that is equal to ln A. So if we equate this equation from y equal to mx plus c, so we can draw graph like this. One graph you can also draw in the exponential form of Arrhenius equation. When you draw the graph between k and t, the graph indicate exponential increase in rate of constant with the temperature. Now one more method, that is known as comparison method, by which you can calculate the activation energy. Here as you know that the rate constant depend upon temperature, so that's why if K1 and K2 are rate constant at T1 T2, so we can find the Arrhenius equation from comparison method like this: log K2 by K1 equal to Ea divided by 2.303 R in bracket T2 minus T1 divided by T1 T2. So by this formula we can calculate the rate constant at two different temperature, and also we can find the activation energy of two rate constant at two different temperature. Now some most important notes about this formula. First, if E equal to negative, then K equal to A e की power minus Ea by RT. In that condition, what happen basically? The K become equal to A e की power Ea by RT. In that condition, the K is more than A, which is not possible according to Arrhenius equation. That's why Ea should not be negative. Second, noteworthy point, when t equal to infinite, then K is equal to A, which is also not possible. That is, rate constant is not equal to frequency factor. Then third point, if Ea become equal to 0, in that condition what happens? The rate become independent of temperature. That is again K equal to A. That is, every collision between molecules lead to be chemical reaction, but this is not true. Fourth point, larger the value of Ea, smaller the value of rate constant. So these 4 points are most important, which are related to Arrhenius equation. So sometime some question may be asked on these notes. Now some questions are given here which are based on Arrhenius equation. To better understand about the formula and how you can use the formula. Now question number 1, the activation energy for the decomposition of hydrogen iodide at 581 Kelvin is 209 kilojoule per mole. Here K given kilo. Calculate the fraction of molecules having equal energy or greater than activation energy. So now we have to find the value of e की power minus EA by RT. So now according to Arrhenius equation, as we know that K equal to A e की power minus EA by RT. Now we have to find e की power minus EA by RT. So this is equal to K by A. Now taking the log, we can find the equation like this: log K by A equal to minus EA divided by 2.303 RT. Now putting the value of EA, this is given 209 kilojoule. Here we have to change kilo into joule. That's why we multiply by 1000. So now the value become 209,000 divided by 2.303 multiply by 8.314 multiply by 581, that is temperature. We got the answer minus 18.8323 for log K by A. Now we have to find the value of K by A. So that's why we take the anti-log, and now the answer is 1.471 into 10 की power minus 19. So this type of question may be asked, and you have to write the answer like this in the board examination. Second question, based on Arrhenius equation, the rate constant K of a reaction varies with temperature according to the equation log K equal to constant, that is known as frequency constant, minus EA by 2.303 R 1 by T, where EA is the energy of activation for the reaction. Now when a graph is plotted for log K versus 1 by T, a straight line with a slope minus. So now calculate energy of activation for this reaction. The solution, as slope is given minus 6670 K, or we know that 8.314 joule per Kelvin per mole. Here slope is given minus EA by 2.303 R. That's also indicate in the graph. So now we have to find the EA. The EA equal to minus slope multiply by 2.303 multiply by R. Now putting these values and calculating these values, we get the answer 127.71144 kilojoule per mole. So this type of questions may be asked in the board examinations, and you have to give the answer like this. Now next topic we have to know that is also important topic, action of catalyst. As you know that catalysts do not take part in the chemical reactions, they only enhance the rate of reaction. Here some points you have to know about the catalyst. Catalyst provide an alternate pathway or reaction mechanism by reducing the activation energy between reactants and product, and hence lowering the potential energy barrier. Activation energy is the excess amount of energy that are needed for the reactant to take part into chemical reaction. So this catalyst only reduce the activation energy so that the rate of reaction may be enhanced. Now effect of catalyst. Here one theory is given, that is intermediate complex theory, which explain the effect of catalyst in the following term. First, catalyst form an intermediate complex with the lower activation energy, that is lower the activation energy, faster the rate of reaction, since the number of effective collision increases. That's why the reaction is also fast. Second point, catalyst will not affect delta G of the process, that is if the delta G is positive, तो catalyst never change the delta G from positive to negative. That is, delta G should not change by addition of catalyst. Third point, a catalyst does not change the equilibrium constant of a reaction, rather it helps in attaining the equilibrium faster. That is, it catalyzes forward as well as backward reaction to the same extent so that the equilibrium state remains same but is reached earlier. That is, catalyst never change the equilibrium constant value but help to attain equilibrium faster. Last point, in effect of catalyst, it catalyzes the spontaneous reaction, that reactions which have the value of delta G equal to negative but do not catalyze the non-spontaneous reaction whose value is delta G value is positive. So these are some important points about catalyst. Now graphical representation for action of catalyst. So look the graph, a graph drawn between the potential energy and reaction coordinate. Reaction coordinate indicate the progress of reaction. So look the graph, one dotted graph plot and one graph to the bold line. So dotted graph show the reaction path without catalyst. The dotted line indicate the reaction path with catalyst and bold letter line denote the reaction path without catalyst. So look about the activation energy. Activation energy with catalyst is lower than activation energy without catalyst. So this type of graph may be given to you and ask that which graph indicate the reaction path with catalyst and which indicate the reaction path without catalyst. Now collision theory of reaction rate. Here two theories you have to know. First, the collision theory and second is activated complex theory. So first of all we have to discuss about the collision theory. This theory developed by Max Trauch and William Lewis in 1960 to 1918. It is based on kinetic theory of gas. This theory of gas explains about the ideal behavior of gas. So this theory is also based on that behavior of gases. This is also a drawback of this theory. According to this theory, the reactant molecules are assumed to be hard sphere and reaction is postulated to occurs when molecules collide with each other. Here, this theory takes the reactant molecules as the hard sphere and the reaction occurs when these hard sphere collide with each other. Another factor which affects the rate of reaction is activation energy. That is, lower the activation energy, more will be the collision. Now taking example of bimolecular elementary reaction to explain about the collision theory. A plus B give product. It is a bimolecular elementary reactions. Rate of reaction can be expressed as rate equal to P ZAB e की power EA by RT. This is modified form of Arrhenius equation. Here ZAB is collision frequency, that is collision per unit volume per unit time is known as collision frequency of reactant A and B, and EA e power minus EA by RT represent the fraction of molecules with energy equal to or greater than EA. This also came in the activation Arrhenius equation. P is called orientation factor, that is also known as probability factor or steric factor. It takes into account that the fact that in a collision molecules must be properly oriented, that means must be properly directed. Now, to explain this theory, here diagrams are given showing the proper and improper orientation. So diagram showing molecules having proper and improper orientation. So first, collision not properly oriented. Here two molecules of NO2 are taken. If NO2 molecules are collide with other NO2 molecules like this, that is the central part of NO2, that is N, collide with the O, the collision take place, but no product will be formed because they are not properly oriented. But when the N central atom of NO2 are collide with the N central atom of NO2, here collision again take place, but product is formed. So that indicate the collision take place. But if it is not properly oriented, in that condition no product will be formed. But when the molecules are properly oriented, so then after the collision the product formation take place. So this is also very important things, that every collision do not lead to the product formation because they do not properly oriented. Like that also happen with you also. When you are opening the book so many time, but if your mind is not properly directed, you got nothing from that pages. So that is the also indication of this theory. Every collision, that means if you read every chapter, every page without properly direction, you cannot achieve anything from that page. That's why for collision it must be required, it should be properly oriented. Now notes related to this collision theory. First, reaction take place due to effective collision between the reacting molecules. Second, effective collision. Collision between properly oriented molecules, that is, collision take place with proper direction, having sufficient energy, leading to breaking of bonds in the reactant molecules and formation of new bond in the product molecules. So that collision is always effective collision. This effective collision may lead to the product formation. Third point, threshold energy. So this is the minimum energy that the reactant molecules should possess for effective collision. This can also be explained like this: threshold energy equal to initial potential energy of the reactant molecules plus activation energy. So this is the minimum energy which reactant molecules should have for effective collision. Now fourth point, activation energy. This came so many times, so this you have to also know how to define the activation energy. So the energy required by reactant molecules to have threshold energy is known as activation energy, or it may be also defined like this: the minimum amount of energy required by reactant molecules to participate in a chemical reaction is called activation energy. Now activation energy equal to threshold energy minus energy of reacting species, that is average energy, kinetic energy of reacting molecules. So by this way you can calculate activation energy and also define the activation energy. This is also important. Now second theory is activated complex theory. The first point of this theory is reactants combine to form an activated complex. The activated complex should have high energy. Second point, energy required by the reactant molecules to form the activated complex is called activation energy. Third point, activated complex is unstable because of high energy and hence decompose to form product. Fourth point, activated complex is in equilibrium with the reactants molecules. So these 4 points you have to know about the activated complex theory. Now look the graph to understand about the activation complex theory. So again the graph drawn between the potential energy and reaction coordinate. Reaction coordinate indicate the progress of reaction. So look the graph. H2 and I2 are the reactant. When get the activation energy, they form a complex that is known as activation complex or activated complex. Here HH joined by II and they form the complex. Now this is the high energy species complex, that's why unstable and break into forming a new bond between the HI and HI by breaking the bond between HH and II and give the product 2HI. So this graph indicate the activated complex formation and then after the formation of product. Now some more graphical representation of some more type of reactions. There are two more common type of reaction, that is exothermic and endothermic reaction. The graphical representation of exothermic and endothermic reactions are given here. So first given the exothermic and then endothermic. So look the graphical representation of again energy and progress of reaction. The graph drawn between the energy and reaction coordinate. Here the reactant AB, when got the activation complex, so they will form the activated complex, and after breaking of this complex they produce the product liberating some amount of energy. So that's why this graph indicate the exothermic reaction. Here the difference in energy is negative, that is delta equal to negative. That's why this indicate the exothermic reaction. Second, again energy versus progress of reaction graph are formed. Here reactants A plus B, when got the activation energy, form the activated complex, and then this complex break produce the product C plus D. Here the delta E is the difference between the forward reaction and backward reaction. Here the value of delta E is positive as the diagram indicate. So that's why this reaction indicate the endothermic reaction. So by giving this type of graph, maybe questions are asked in the board examination, which graph indicate the endothermic reactions and which diagram indicate the exothermic reaction. Now dear students, here some solved examples are given to better understand about the topic given in the part 4 of unit 4, that is the last part of this chapter. The first question, which is greater in magnitude, threshold energy or activation energy? So by the formula we know that threshold energy is more than activation energy. Second, burning of coal is highly exothermic process, yet it does not start on its own. Explain. So as we know that energy is required to cross the energy barrier, that is known as activation energy. That's why burning of carbon is highly exothermic process, but it does not start on its own. Third question, the dependence of rate constant on temperature for two reactions is shown in the diagram like this. The diagram drawn between log natural log K and time inverse. Here two graph are plotted, 1 and 2. So which reaction has higher activation energy? We have to know that either 1 or 2. So now answer is the temperature dependence of the rate constant is expressed by Arrhenius equation as we know that natural log k equal to natural log a minus Ea by RT. Here slope is minus Ea by RT. So since reaction 2 has greater negative slope, so that's why it has higher activation energy. So that means the reaction 2 show the more activation energy. Question number 4. If the rate of reaction gets double as temperature is increased from 27 degrees centigrade to 37 degrees centigrade, so what is the activation energy of the reaction? So now here two temperatures are taken, so that's why we use the formula of comparison method of Arrhenius equation, that is log K2 by K1 equal to Ea divided by 2.303 or T2 minus T1 divided by T1 T2. Here the reaction doubles, so that means K1 equal to 1, now K2 become 2. So we can take the answer like this, log 2 equal to Ea divided by 2.303 multiplied by 8.31, then the difference in temperature. Here one thing you have to note it down, that here temperature should be taken in the Kelvin. So that's why first of all degree centigrade change into Kelvin, then put the value of temperature in the Kelvin like this. On solving this, we got the answer E equal to 53.6 kilojoule. One more important things in the board examination. Now this time what happens? The value of log given in such way that it come in the form of either 2 either 3. Okay dear students, so that's why no need of to take the log table here. Here you have to learn the value of log 2, log 3, log 4. So the answer of log in the difference of K2 by K1 are given like this in the term of 2, 3, 4. So log the value of log 2 I have told you 0.3010. By putting these value we can calculate the answer like this. Now question number 5. What happens exactly at molecular level that lead to increase in the rate of reaction as temperature is raised? That means on increasing the temperature what happens at the molecular level? Now your answer is, according to collision theory, reaction may take place only when molecules collide with a kinetic energy at least equal to activation energy. Otherwise, they simply bounce back. That's why as temperature is increased, the average kinetic energy increases and fraction of colliding molecules having energy greater than activation energy increases, and hence in increase in reaction, rate of reaction is also increased. Now question number 6. What is known as activation energy? How is the activation energy affected by first the use of catalyst and a rise in temperature? So first of all we have to define the activation energy. The activation energy is the extra energy which must be supplied to the reactant so that they can change into the product. So this is the definition of activation energy. Now the effect of activation energy by use of catalyst. So as I have told you, catalyst lower the activation energy. So by using the catalyst, the activation energy should be lower. Second, rise in temperature. There is almost no effect on activation energy with rise in temperature. So this type of question may be asked in the board examinations. Question number 7. Can activation energy of a reaction be zero? So this type of questions you can solve like this. In the Arrhenius equation, rate constant formula K equal to A e की power minus E by RT, where E equal to activation energy, R is gas constant, T temperature in Kelvin scale, and A is frequency factor. When E equal to 0, then every collision between the reactant molecules lead to the formation of product, that is K equal to A. This is not possible. Therefore, activation energy E cannot be equal to 0. Question number 8. Predict the value of rate constant. K. If temperature approach infinite, is the value physically reasonable? Now again, by Arrhenius equation, K equal to A e की power minus A by RT. Now if T equal to infinite, in that condition K equal to A, which is not reasonable. So this type of question may be asked in the board examination related to Arrhenius equation. That is very important topics of this chapter. Now dear students, some questions are given here for self-assessment and their answer is also given. The rate of chemical reaction double. That means if K1 equal to 1, so now K2 equal to 2. For a reaction, increase 10 Kelvin in absolute temperature from 298 Kelvin. Here temperature given Kelvin, so no need to write or change the Kelvin into centigrade. Second, the first order rate constant of decomposition of ethyl iodide by the reaction C2H5I will change into C2H4 plus Hi at 600 Kelvin is 1.6 into 10 की power minus 5. Second inverse is its energy of activation is 209 kilojoule per mole. Calculate the rate constant of the reaction at 700 Kelvin. So now two temperatures are given here and K1 is given. You have to find the K2 from the equations. Log K2 by K1 equal to EA by 2.303 R T2 minus T1 divided by T1 T2. So now dear students, read and listen all the four part of unit 4 chemical kinetics and make the proper notes. Do all the work in class work copy. Prepared a note with the help of PPT video. Stay safe, stay healthy and keep learning, because learning is the continuous process. So this should be continue. Thank you dear students. This is the end of chapter 4.